Last week, a viewer named Beverly from Saskatchewan left a comment on my OAS video that I have not stopped thinking about. She wrote, Linda, I am 69 years old. I worked as a pediatric nurse for 30 years. I receive CPP OAS and GIS every month. Yesterday, my daughter called me and said August 1st had brought important changes that she had read about and that I needed to understand before my next deposit arrived. I told her I had not received any letter from Service Canada explaining anything. She said the changes were already in effect and that most seniors had no idea. I spent the rest of the day trying to find clear answers and could not find everything explained together in one place. I know something changed. I do not know what. I do not know if it helps me or hurts me, and I do not know what I am supposed to do about it. Nobody told me clearly. Not Service Canada, not the CRA, nobody. That comment received over 900 replies from seniors in British Columbia, Alberta, Manitoba, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick, all saying the same thing. August 1st had brought changes. Their CPP, OAS, and GIS deposits might look different, and not one of them had received a clear personal explanation of exactly what changed, whether it was good news or bad, and what they needed to do to make sure the changes worked in their favor rather than against them. Today, I am giving Beverly and every senior watching exactly that explanation. Every important change August 1st brought, what each one means for your specific monthly income, and what you need to do right now. Before I walk you through every change, one critical thing first. These changes are already in effect, and your next deposit will reflect them whether you understand them or not. Service Canada will not send you a personal breakdown of how each change applies to your specific CPP, OAS, and GIS. Subscribe and turn on notifications right now so every time something this significant happens, you find out from this channel first. Now let me show you exactly what August 1st brought and why every senior needs to understand all of it together. August 1st is not just a payment date. It is the point in the calendar where several simultaneous changes to the Canadian senior benefit system become visible in actual deposits, and where most seniors see a number in their account that is either higher or lower than the previous month without any clear explanation arriving from Service Canada about why. According to Canada.ca and Service Canada published guidelines, August payments reflect the July GIS recalculation based on 2025 income, the quarterly OAS indexation adjustment, the ongoing CPP enhancement flowing through eligible accounts, and the updated provincial supplement coordination that took effect this year. According to Statistics Canada, over 6 million Canadians aged 65 and older receive some combination of CPP, OAS, and GIS, and the majority of them will see their August deposit reflect at least one of these changes. The reason most seniors cannot find a clear explanation of all the August changes together is that each program publishes its own updates separately without any single source connecting all of them and explaining how they interact. That is exactly what I am doing today. The first important change August 1st brought is the GIS recalculation based on 2025 income that resets monthly GIS payments for all eligible seniors. And that is the single most impactful change in the August deposit for seniors who had any income change between 2024 and 2025. According to Canada.ca, quote, SGIS calculation guidelines, GIS is recalculated every July using net income from the prior year tax return processed by CRA and shared with Service Canada, and those recalculated amounts first appear in the August payment cycle. The maximum GIS for a single senior at the lowest income level is a confirmed monthly amount per Canada.ca, while the average senior receiving GIS gets considerably less based on the 50-cent income reduction formula applied to their CPP and any other non-OAS income. Seniors whose 2025 net income was lower than their 2024 net income will see their GIS increase in August. Seniors whose 2025 net income was higher will see their GIS decrease or, in some cases, disappear temporarily for the current benefit year. The income changes most commonly driving a GIS reduction in August 2026 include a CPP amount that increased due to the ongoing enhancement, a RRIF mandatory minimum withdrawal that grew as the account holder aged, a one-time income event in 2025 such as a property sale or a large registered account withdrawal, and any new income source that began in 2025 that was not present in 2024. Who sees the most significant GIS increase in August includes seniors whose part-time employment ended in 2025 or whose registered account withdrawals were lower in 2025 than in 2024, since lower net income produces a higher GIS through the reduction formula. Who sees GIS decrease or disappear includes seniors in the income bracket where a relatively small income increase is enough to push them above the GIS eligibility threshold entirely. The second important change August 1st brought is the quarterly OAS indexation increase that applies to every Canadian currently receiving OAS without exception, and that appears as a small but meaningful addition to the August deposit. According to Canada.ca, SOAS payment amounts page, OAS is reviewed and adjusted quarterly based on the Consumer Price Index under the Old Age Security Act, and the adjustment for the July to September 2026 quarter is reflected in the August payment. The maximum OAS for seniors aged 65 to 74 is a confirmed quarterly amount per Canada.ca, and for seniors aged 75 and over it is 10% higher due to the permanent enhancement legislated in July 2022 and indexed continuously since. The average Canadian senior receives a prorated OAS amount below the maximum because the maximum applies only to seniors with 40 years of Canadian residency after 18. Here is the insider knowledge moment most seniors never hear clearly explained. The OAS quarterly increase is one of the few positive changes in the August deposit that does not reduce any other benefit simultaneously. OAS income is specifically excluded from the GIS income reduction formula, meaning the OAS quarterly increase in August does not reduce your GIS by a single dollar through the 50-cent calculation. For seniors receiving both OAS and GIS, the quarterly OAS increase is pure additional income with no GIS offset. Canadians who work with retirement financial planners already know this distinction, and they plan withdrawal and income strategies around it. Most Canadian seniors on CPP, OAS, and GIS assume every government increase triggers a reduction somewhere else. The OAS quarterly increase does not. Now you know before the August deposit arrives and before you try to reconcile a number that did not go up by as much as you expected from the GIS side, while the OAS side went up cleanly. The third important change in the August deposit is the CPP enhancement amount flowing through to eligible seniors who contributed during the enhancement period beginning January 2019. According to Canada.ca, SCPP enhancement pages, the enhancement has been progressively increasing benefit amounts since 2019 and continues to flow through in 2026. For seniors who contributed to CPP after January 2019 before retiring, the enhancement produces a visible increase in monthly CPP that represents the accumulated value of those enhanced contributions. The maximum CPP retirement pension is a confirmed monthly amount per Canada.ca, while the average senior receives considerably less. Who sees a CPP enhancement effect in their August deposit includes seniors who contributed during the enhancement period and have been receiving CPP for less than 5 years. Who does not see a change from this specific factor includes seniors who retired and began CPP before January 2019 and whose benefit was calculated entirely under pre-enhancement rules. The critical connection to GIS is the one most seniors miss. Every additional dollar of CPP from the enhancement reduces GIS by 50 cents through the income formula. The net effect on total monthly income from a CPP enhancement increase is approximately 50 cents per dollar of enhancement rather than a full dollar for dollar gain, because the GIS absorbs half the CPP increase through the reduction formula. The August deposit for seniors receiving both CPP and GIS may therefore show a CPP increase and a GIS decrease that partially cancel each other, producing a total deposit increase that is smaller than the CPP gain alone would suggest. Now, here is the connection most coverage misses completely, and it is the reason Beverly from Saskatchewan could not find all the August changes explained clearly in one place. The GIS recalculation, the OAS quarterly increase, and the CPP enhancement effect are not three separate unrelated changes to three separate programs. They all connect through the same net income figure on your CRA return and the same Service Canada file, and they interact with each other in ways that produce a total August deposit that most seniors cannot reconcile without understanding all three simultaneously. Your GIS recalculation is driven by your 2025 net income, which includes your CPP. Your OAS quarterly increase adds to your total but does not affect GIS. Your CPP enhancement adds to your CPP income, which reduces GIS by 50 cents per dollar while adding a full dollar to CPP. The net effect of all three combined is a total August deposit that for most seniors is either modestly higher or modestly lower than their July deposit, but that is the result of three simultaneous moving parts rather than one clean change. Beverly from Saskatchewan checked her account after her daughter called and found her August deposit was lower than July, even though her OAS had gone up. She did not understand why until she saw that her GIS had dropped by an amount that more than offset the OAS increase, because her 2025 income had been slightly higher than 2024 due to a small amount of part-time work she had done. The OAS increase and the GIS decrease happened simultaneously, and the net result was a lower total, even though one program went up. Beverly told me that understanding why the total went down, even though OAS went up, was the one piece of information she had been trying to find since her daughter first called. Beverly logged into her My Service Canada account the same day she left her comment and compared her current GIS income figure to line 23,600 of her most recent Notice of Assessment. They matched, which confirmed the GIS recalculation was using the correct income figure. She confirmed her OAS reflected the quarterly increase, and she confirmed her CPP amount was correct based on her contribution history. Beverly told me that the 15 minutes she spent in her account after understanding the three-part explanation finally gave her a clear picture of why her August deposit was the number it was, and that for the first time since retirement, she felt she understood her own monthly income calculation rather than simply accepting whatever number arrived. So here are three steps you can complete this week. Step 1, log into your My Service Canada account at canada.ca/en/employment-social-development and view your current payment breakdown for CPP, OAS, and GIS separately. Find the income figure Service Canada is using for your GIS and compare it to line 23600 of your most recent Notice of Assessment through your CRA, my account at canada.ca/en/revenue-agency. If those two figures differ by any amount, call Service Canada at 1-800-2779914 and ask for a GIS income figure review before the next payment cycle runs. Step 2, calculate your expected net monthly change from August by taking your OAS quarterly increase, adding any CPP enhancement increase, then subtracting 50% of the CPP enhancement amount to account for the GIS offset. That calculation gives you your approximate net monthly gain from all three August changes combined. If your actual deposit differs significantly from that calculation, it signals a discrepancy worth investigating directly with Service Canada. Step 3, Share this video with every person you know over 60 receiving CPP, OAS, or GIS, especially anyone who saw a different number in their account on August 1st and could not find a clear explanation of why, because the seniors most confused by their August deposit are exactly those who have never had all three changes explained together with the interaction between them made clear. One important warning: scammers are calling Canadian seniors claiming that the August payment changes have resulted in money owed to them and that banking information or a verification fee is needed to release the payment. This is a scam. Service Canada applies all payment changes automatically through your existing account with no unsolicited call and no fee. The CRA will never demand immediate payment by phone or ask for gift cards. Hang up immediately and report it to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre at 1-888-849-58501. Have you already seen your August deposit, and does the number make sense to you now after watching this video, or was it different from what you expected in a way you still cannot fully explain? Drop your province in the comments because I want to understand which parts of Canada are seeing the biggest combined effects from the GIS recalculation, the OAS increase, and the CPP enhancement together, and whether seniors in certain provinces are finding the August changes easier or harder to understand from what they are receiving from Service Canada directly. What we covered today is confirmed, and all of these August 1st changes are already in effect. More updates are scheduled before the end of 2026, and Service Canada will not send you a personal breakdown of how every change applies to your specific CPP, OAS, and GIS situation. Subscribe now so that information reaches you here before the next payment date arrives with a number you cannot fully explain. You spent your entire working life contributing to this country. You earned every dollar of these benefits. Make sure you understand exactly what your August deposit reflects and why. I am Canada Seniors Update, and I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself.